Hello everyone, welcome back to Key Comics Market Watch. Happy to have you today for another video. Thanks to everyone for going to my Amazon store and getting stuff off my Amazon store. If you're new to my channel, check out the link for Canadian and US shoppers in the comments section. So let's get this haul started. Oh my god. So you guys, I wasn't able to get no sweet deals this time. I actually had to pay some money, no dollar fines, nothing like that this time. So this time I actually had to pay some money, but the books that I got are books that I wanted and they're in high grade. So that's all I cared about. At the end of the day, I'm willing to pay a little bit more for high grade books, especially books that I've been looking for. So let's get this thing started. So I went to two different places, two different comic book stores. Now let's get started with the first one. Now the first comic book store I went to, I'm never going back to that comic book store again because they have it where they have books priced, but then they have books that's not priced, and they're basically like the ones that's not priced. We'll just when you bring them to the counter, we'll look them up on eBay and see what they're going for on eBay. And I'm just like, really? So that's how we going? Like, that's crazy. And not only that, a lot of their books that were priced, man, they were way overpriced for the condition they were in. I was just like, a lot of the books were in such bad condition and they wanted some real money for them books. And I'm like, who the hell's gonna pay this type of money for these books in this condition? Like, the conditions were horrible. I mean, they had key books, but they just were in such horrible shape and the prices were just not even, you know, I was just like, who is pricing these books? It's crazy. Like, whoever's pricing these books ain't taking condition into account or something, or either they don't know how to grade at all. Because basically, they was pricing things that were in good condition for near mint condition. You know what I'm saying? Like a good copy, but yet the price was for a near mint. Like, I'm just like, who is doing these prices? So all you comic book shop owners out there, man, please learn how to grade. And if you have employees that's pricing your books, please teach them how to grade and show them the difference about condition. Because obviously, this comic book store, the people don't know nothing about condition at all. Like, it was just crazy. I should have made a video, but I wasn't thinking it. I was just so upset once she said, "Oh, the ones that's not priced, we're gonna look up on eBay." So I had a stack of stuff, and every time she went on eBay and looked at the price, as soon as she said the price, I was just like, nah, I put that back. And then another one, nah, I put that one back. You know, like, because the prices were just not reasonable. I was just like, nah, I'm not paying that much for that book. So, all right, let's get started. So I did wind up getting a little stack of books from there. All right, so I got a Speedball #1. Uh, she looked it up. She said $2. I was like, okay, I'll do that one for $2. Normally I get this for $1. I got probably like 6 copies of this. But Speedball #1 in this first ongoing series, and they still haven't introduced Speedball, and I know they're going to probably eventually do a new Warriors movie, and Speedball's gonna be in it. And if if you've ever read Speedball and know his personality, kind of know that most likely if they make a new Warriors movie, he's gonna be the one that shines in that movie. I'm telling you, his personality. I really think if the right director does the movie, they're gonna make Speedball shine. Like he's gonna be the one that after you see the movie, you're gonna be like, man, I love Speedball. Like a lot of people could come out of there and say, man, I love Speedball. Like they're really gonna enjoy his character because he has his personality and the way they developed his character so far in the comics. Yeah, I definitely think he'll be the standout. So definitely be on the lookout for that Amazing Spider-Man annual, his first appearance. Right now, it's you can still get CGC 9.8s for like 200. You know, sometimes a little bit less, a little bit more, but definitely need to get that right now. That's one of the books that right now, if you see it, get it. And issue #1 of his ongoing series. Definitely, those are the two books you need to get. Of course, Thor. Forgot what issue it is. The first appearance of the New Warriors. So definitely, all three of those books are the ones you need to be getting right now. Okay. But if you don't want to get it, that's up to you. But I'm just advising you that these books are gonna heat up. Those three books are gonna be so on fire when the movie comes out, or is close to come when the trailer drops. All right, so um, also this one right here, I got three copies of this, but they, I feel one day they're gonna introduce this character in the movie, so I'm just like I'm trying to get all the first appearances right now while they're still cheap. So I got Star Brand #1, and this one also first appearance of Star Brand. Uh, she looked it up $2, so I was like, okay. So I took that. And I was like, all right, I do $2. It's near mint condition. Okay. Now, these are the books that were priced. So I only bought two books that were priced, and I had to buy them for this price. I was just like, I can't leave them there. They're near mint. They look so good, and I've been looking for these books. So by the way, if you're under 18, if you have a child with you looking at this video right now, tell them to leave because these covers are a little bit raunchy. Okay, so and that's what the appeal of this book is because it's Greg Horn. Greg Horn did these covers, but they are awesome as an adult. So that kid, tell him to leave right now, and I'll let you know when to come back. So right now, I'm sure the. All right, so it's Marvel #3, Greg Horn cover, and I love it. And as you can see, that's what the dog took her bikini and put in his mouth. So you can see, yeah, and it's just a sexy Greg Horn cover, man. Love it. Love this Greg Horn cover. All right, I was trying to find all of them, the whole run, but they only had these two issues. But the two issues he had were the main ones I wanted. So very happy about that. And $3, I will pay that all day and day. All right. So this is the one that I just had to say because I've been looking for this book and I just love this book and I have to just say, what? Yeah, that's what I have to say. So there we go, that one right there. Whew. I've been looking for this book. In fact, this book has got hot. Like it's really gotten hot. Like 9.8s are going for some good money, and I think Greg Horn is supposed to be coming to Baltimore Comic Con, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get him to sign this one. Definitely, this. Ever since I've seen this in somebody's video, I can't remember who it was. Whose video was it? Don't remember. It might have been Alex the Comic Hoarder. Might have been Doom one for. Might have been the Doom. It might have been. Dang, I don't know whose video it was. It was somebody's video. I just don't remember. But ever since I saw it, I was like, I got to find that book, and I've been looking, and $3, I don't mind, and it's immaculate. Looks awesome. So definitely getting that one graded. Probably if I get it signed, Greg Horn's there and I get it signed, I'm definitely getting it graded right there on the spot. Because CGC should be at Baltimore Comic Con, and I think Comic Link should be there too. So I'm definitely about to give them some of my CGC books to auction off that I already have graded in my collection. So I'm about to sell a couple of my books that I've basically don't want anymore. Because eventually, sometimes you have a book for a while and then you just don't want it no more, or either you get another copy and you're just like, okay, well let me sell this one off, and eventually I'm gonna get this one graded. So it happens, but like I said, I just that Greg Horn is amazing. That's all I gotta say. Like I love J. Scott Campbell the way he does women and the way Jim Lee does women, but the way Greg Horn does women, I don't know. I think I like him better than J. Scott Campbell as far as the way. Look at it. It's just I I just love it. All right, so now you can bring the kids back. Okay, so then they had some free comic book from the free comic book day they had in the Halloween Comic Fest. They had a couple of the free books in a box. So I was like, well, I'm gonna grab some free books. So they only limited it to two. So I was like, okay, well let me grab the two that I know I need. So I grabbed I Hate Image from Free Comic Book Day from 2017 from last year, and then I also grabbed the Halloween Comic Fest from last year, Baby Teeth #1, 2017. So, and you know, this is Donnie Cates. So I grabbed it. I was like, I think it's actually, this came out before Baby Teeth #1. So I'm not sure. I haven't had a chance to read it, but uh, 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 thank God it's in a Silver Age bag and board. See all the space? So yeah, I don't mind dropping books, especially when I know I got them in Silver Age bagging boards. All right, so then I wind up going to my other comic book shop, and I was looking for a couple of new books, but the ones I wanted, they just were sold out. So I was just like, okay, well, let me. Um, so I went there looking for the new books, couldn't find none. They sold out, and so I started looking through their back issues, and I found some stuff that I actually been looking for, and I've been finding it, but it's always in lower grades. So I finally found them in high grades, and I was like, yes. But the prices, I was like, I wish I could get it a little bit cheaper. So I did. Once I went to the counter and I talked to the employee, I was like, "Can you do better than the price?" And she was like, she added it all up, and she was like, "Well, what do you think is fair?" And I gave her an offer, and she was like, "Nah, we can't do that." So then I was like, "Okay, what can you do?" And when she said what she could do, I was like, well, something is better than nothing." So I was like, "Okay, I'll take the deal." So I'll tell you how much it is in a second. So I did grab another free book that they had over there. So I grabbed the 2018 Summer IDW Summer Insider. So I grabbed another free book, just a preview book. Just grabbed it just to grab it. Like I said, when it comes to the preview books, I'm gonna grab free ones. It's free, and I'm a bag and board them. And you know, one thing about preview books, some of them wind up going up in money. So free plus profit, like I've said, is just it's great. All right, so this is one of the first books I got. So it's Marvel Premiere number 45 featuring Man Wolf, and I paid. It was $2.99, so that's how much it was. But I'm gonna tell you how much the total was once we're done. So I got this. It's a George Perez cover. Love it, love it. I've always been I like Man Wolf, and I'm gonna try to get every solo story he has. So this is one of the ones I didn't have, so I grabbed it. I love this cover. It's great. And one day I know Man Wolf will get his shine. So for now, this book is not going for a lot of money, but right now is the perfect time to be grabbing it since it doesn't go for a lot of money. And this is a high grade, so definitely had to grab it for $3. Definitely was happy about that. Then I grabbed War is Hell number 10, and that one was $6.99. Very high grade. Looks awesome. So the reason why I grabbed this book is because this is the second appearance of Mistress Death. So um, her first appearance wasn't there. I looked for it. I was like, oh. But I'm pretty sure if it was there in high grade, they probably would have wanted like $30 for it, which is definitely, even at that price, would be a bargain. Because a 9.8 graded copy of that book, we talking $400 or $500 easy every time. So definitely be grabbing the issue before, which is the first appearance. Definitely grab the second appearance right now because second appearance ain't going for a lot of money. So now's the perfect time to grab it. Like I've said before, second appearances command attention and command a premium. So don't sleep on second appearances, because one thing about second appearances is that they're slept on until the first appearance gets so high that most people can't even get the first appearance. So they'll then start going for the second. I'm telling you, it happens every time. And when that starts happening, second appearances start going up in value. So, second appearance. go get it. So very happy to get that. Now, as everyone knows, I am not a Superman fan at all. Like, I don't knock anyone that loves Superman. Y'all can love him. He's just not a character that I really enjoy. He's alright. But I will say this: there are key issues in his run of Action Comics and Superman and all his other million titles, Comic Presents, all that stuff. There are key issues, so I'm going to definitely gun for the key issues because I love first appearances and I love key issues, so I'm gonna do that regardless. But then there's just issues that aren't key, but since I keep up with the market, I know what certain books go for and what grade because I'm constantly looking at sold issues on Comic Link and eBay and Heritage Auction. I'm constantly looking at sold. I'm not looking at what they're going for. I'm looking at sold. What did it sell for? And so I'm able to keep most of that stuff processed in my head. And it's crazy I'm able to keep most of these prices, stored in my head. There's so many books. It's crazy. But and I kind of, I know what goes up, what goes down. Now I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the Silver and Bronze Age Action Comics and Superman titles, they are starting to really gain traction. They're starting to go for some money, and I figured it would eventually because of the fact of how many people love Superman, which I'm not one of them, but there's so many of y'all that love him. So it's basically like the way I feel about Spider-Man. You have so many people love Spider-Man, you got so many people love Superman. So the people that love Superman are gunning for these books, these early books, especially in high grade. So I know I need to pick these up. So even though they're not keys, when I see them in high grade, I gotta grab it, especially if it's a reasonable price. So this was definitely a reasonable price. So I got this for $9.99, and it's Superman number 300. And as you can see, it's a all black cover, and it's it's the origin retold in this issue. Now I'm gonna tell you, this book right here, 9.8 copies of this book don't come around very often. That's another reason why I picked it up because, as you can see, the all black cover. It's just so hard to find it in immaculate condition like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so hard. So as you can see, it's just almost impossible. So yeah. So let me. So yeah, this book goes for a lot of money. So it graded. So I'm definitely going to get it graded. So $10, 9.99. Had to get it. So if you see this book, be on the lookout. Issue 300. Definitely a book you should be trying to get in high grade and get it slabbed. And for you Superman fans, of course you're gonna just want this because of issue 300. So so I was happy to get it, and I'm definitely gonna get it slabbed. I'm definitely not gonna do it anytime soon. I'm probably gonna keep it in the collection for a while. I got too many other books that I need to get slabbed first. All right, and last but not least, I had to say because I've been looking for this book for so long in high grade. I keep running into this book in mid grade. Mid grade. Every time like 7.5, 7.0, 8.0. Like it's always in that range. I'm just like, oh, why can't I find this book in a high grade? Now the reason why I wanted this book in a high grade is because, like I said, I keep up with the market, man. I know how much this book goes for in 9.8. Like 9.8s of this copy barely ever go to market. Ever. Like it's so hard to get this book in a 9.8. And it's a last issue also. And it has two iconic figures on the front cover. So, and they're battling each other. So, the Joker, number 9. And I just want you to see how immaculate this book is. Like, it is just so immaculate. I just, oh my God. You can see, and it's an all yellow cover. Now they wanted, as you can see, $24.99, so $25. But like I said, I've $25. I was like, oh man, ah. And I kept debating. I was like, but I know how much the not like. One thing about it is when I debate about a price, I always think 9.8 or 9.6, and I can tell you even a 9.6 of this book goes for some money. So um, I was just like, man, I gotta do it. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do it. So I bought it. So I'm just happy to have it with the Joker and Catwoman. I'm just this issue out of all the Joker, the whole series. This is the most valuable one. This is the one that goes for the most money every time I see it go up for auction. So definitely, this is the issue you should be gunning for. I was just ecstatic. I'm just so happy to have it, especially in the condition it is in. So all total, the books came up to $45 uh, before tax, and so I asked her could she do 35, and she said no. So she was like we can't do that. So she said they could do 40. So $5 off before tax, and I was just like okay, cool. So I did the 40. So when you think about it, I basically you could say I got this one for free because this one was three plus $2 off this one, So, um, eh. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy with my purchases, especially this one right here. I have to say that one and the Marvel. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it was a great day. It was a great day. So it wasn't no dollar fines, no $2 fines. It wasn't no sweet deal where I bought all these for like $10 or $20. It wasn't one of those things. You're not always gonna have those. You're not gonna always have those type of days where you just find a whole bunch of keys for $1 each. It just doesn't happen. So sometimes you do have to pay a little bit more. But as you can see from my smile, that I didn't mind at all. Like I am just ecstatic to find these books and the grade they're in. Like I said, they're just so hard to find in these grades. Bronze Age, Silver Age, so hard to find, so hard to find. So if you see them in high grade and sometimes the price just you be like, on the fence about the price, I suggest what you do is you go if you want, you go on eBay. If you don't have a Comic Link account or Heritage account, go on eBay. Uh, put whatever book it is, and then put CGC 9.8 or CBCS 9.8, and then once do the search, and once it pops up, then go to your filter. The filter. Once you go to the filter, go scroll down to where it says sold, and you swipe the thing to the right, and then you push the little thing at the top to confirm, to confirm it to search. And once you do that, then it'll pop all the ones that were sold at CGC grade. Like you can put CGC 9.8, and it will only show the 9.8 that's been sold on eBay. So, and it'll show the prices. So that way you could find out for yourself, is this book worth me getting at this price? And you could just then make that decision because you could base it off of what you're looking at in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So, because when you're holding the book in your hand, you're able to really look at it in a different type of way than you can when you buy some off of eBay and you're just looking at a picture. So when you're holding it in your hand, you're able to like really look at it, and not only that, some places if you just ask them, "Can I take it out and look at it? I want to look at the back." They'll let you do that, or either they'll do it for you and they'll flip it over, and you can like really, because that's what I do. A lot of times I'm like, "Look, I want to buy this, but I want to see the back. I want to make sure the back is good. So can I take it out and look at it?" And a lot of times they'll just be like, "Okay." And they'll let me do it myself. And I guess once they see how I pull it out, like I pull it out so like I'm so careful with these books that I guess. And plus, once you've been going somewhere for so long, they get to know you and they know how you are. They just know you and they know the type of person you are and how you handle comics. So they see how I handle comics. I handle them even with the new ones. With the new ones, as soon as I see a new one and I pick it up and I look at it real carefully, and then I have my to go, my box with me with my bag and boards already in there, and then I'll instantly put, once I pick the one that I want, I put it in the bag and board right there, and seal it. Take the little resealable thing off and seal it, and you know, put it in the box. And once I'm ready to check out, I'll pull them all out the box and hand it to them, and they'll just scan the barcodes. And they have no problem with it because they basically, I'm not going nowhere, and they see I take everything out the box. So I'm just basically protecting them while I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? So that way I don't mess them up while I'm walking around holding them in my hand. And plus, your finger and your sweat and from your, it just. So I'd rather just put them in the bag and board right then and there. Put them in my little to carry box that they sell. Mine's the Vampirella one. I've shown it in another video. I wish I had it in here, but it's in the car. But definitely great way to protect your comics while you're still in the comic book store. And not only that, when the cashiers are ringing up your books are in bag and board already, so they can't even mess it up. Because sometimes they just don't handle the comics good at the register. So sometimes I cringe when I see some of the employees, the way they handled some of these comics when they're ringing it up. I'm like, that's just me. So yeah, so definitely you should definitely do that if you want to protect your books. And like I said, I'll just ask them when it comes to these back issues if you could take it out and look at the back. You want to make sure it's good to go. And like I said, most of the time they'll let you do it, or either they'll do it. So that's great. So, but yeah, everyone. So that's how you find out how much books are selling for. Then you're either you can also put CGC 9.6, 9.4, or either you could just put CGC, and all the graded CGC books will pop up. The ones that were sold will pop up. So you'll see what a 9.0 went for, a 9.4, 9.2, 8.5, 7.5. You'll see how much they actually sold for. Not how much people are asking and how much it's on auction right now. The key thing is to find out how much is sold. That way you can make a good decision on whether or not this book is worth getting, especially in whatever condition it's in. So that's why it took me a little while to debate. Like I kept looking at it, I was just like, and then I was just like, man, when's the next time I run across a copy like this? Even though it's $25, I'm like, I'm not gonna run into this very often. I already know. I've looked and I've looked. I'm like, I got to bite the bullet, pay the 25. So I did, and I'm happy, and I don't regret it at all. So, thank you everyone for watching my video today, and I will be making my market watch video sometime this week. I've already pulled out most of the books. That's the thing about it. When I do my market watch videos, even after I write down all the information of how much a book sold for and everything, I still have to then go in all my boxes and look for the books to pull out. And if you've seen my collection video, my recent one, you already know that it's a lot of boxes. Like none of it's in order, so I kind of like gotta go off of memory of where I think which box it is in. So I don't have none of it organized. It's just too much for me. It'll take too much time for me to organize it right now in my life. I'm just a busy person, so I definitely don't have time to do it. So that's why another reason why I said I'm gonna try to slim down some of my collection and start selling off some of my things. I actually took those flashes that I said I was gonna sell, and I was gonna give y'all the opportunity to buy it, but what I did was I actually took, it was 53 issues, and I actually I took them and I took pictures of them, all of them, and I wound up posting on Facebook Marketplace just to see if if I was gonna be able to sell them off, and I actually priced it at $100. It was 52 issues for $100, so it was about a little bit less than $2 a piece. Happened to get a guy hit me up like within a couple of hours, and he was like, "Man, can you? I'm interested. And all of them were near mint. That's another thing. All the books were near mint. So they're all bagged and board, so they've been kept in the long box. So the guy asked me could he pay less, and I was just like, look, the lowest I'll go is $80. So he was like, okay, and he met me like the very next day, and he wound up buying those flashes from me. So I'm sorry, everyone, I didn't give y'all a chance to buy, but I didn't think I'll sell them that quick because I've posted other things on my Facebook Marketplace that haven't sold, and I've sold some, but some things are still just sitting there. So I'm just like, okay. So like whenever I post something on Facebook Marketplace, it's not a guarantee it's gonna sell right away. So I was kind of shocked that those sold so quickly. But those are gone, and now I listed 64 issues of Iron Man. Uh, I just put those on Facebook Marketplace too. So it's been about a day. I haven't had nobody hit me up yet, but we'll see. If I don't sell them on there, then I'll probably make a video and give y'all a chance to, get in on it. So, and they're all near mint also. So we'll see. But anyways, thanks everyone once again for joining me for another video. I appreciate y'all. Happy comic book hunting, everyone. If you're having a bad day, like I've said before, pick up a comic book and read a comic, and it'll make your whole day a whole lot better. And until next time, don't forget, don't skip the skippable ads. It helps me if you let the ad play all the way through. Now that I got my ads back on my videos, and that way you don't have to do anything to help me financially. The ads will pay me if you watch it all the way through. So that will help me out a lot. And if you have a YouTube channel besides mine that you like, that you constantly look at their videos and they have ads, do the same thing for their videos. Look at their ads all the way through too and help them out. I'm surprised more YouTubers don't give that information out because I know a lot of people that watch YouTube. Whenever I meet them and they know I have a channel, they like, and I tell them about the ads, they like, I didn't know that. I would skip the ads. I just didn't know that. And I'm like, yeah, because for some reason, a lot of YouTubers don't want to let other YouTubers know that if you skip the ad, we don't get paid. And I don't understand that. It didn't make it to me. It just doesn't make sense that people don't give this information out. Like it's not information that is just known. People just don't know this stuff. So if you have a YouTube channel and you have ads on your commercial, promote this. Promote that by not skipping the skippable ads that you'll get paid for the ad. Like I don't understand. I mean, it's not like you're begging or something. It's just like giving that information out to your viewers that, hey, if you don't know, don't skip the skippable ads because it'll help me. It'll give me revenue by you watching the ad all the way through. I mean, it's just like it amazes me how a lot of YouTubers don't want to say this in their video. Like they feel like they're gonna get penalized or something. Like YouTube is not going to penalize you for giving out that information. Like they're not, and not only that, and your subscribers aren't gonna be mad at you for giving out that information. You're just giving them information they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So and they still have that option to skip it or not. It's still their choice. It's not like you're taking their choice away. You're just asking them. Well, not just asking them, but you're giving them the information that you know the ad revenue is only paid to us if you watch the ad all the way through. Because, like I said, a lot of people just don't know this. A lot of our viewers don't know this information. They think, oh, as long as I saw the 15 seconds before it lets you skip, you'll still get paid. No, we don't get paid for that. We get paid if you watch it all the way through. So just give that information out. All you fellow YouTubers, all my fellow YouTubers that have ads on give this information out. I mean, not only will it help you, it'll help other YouTubers make more money off their ad revenue because they're not so many people skip ads because they don't know. They just don't know that they're not helping their fellow YouTuber by not watching the ad all the way through. So just give that information out, my fellow YouTubers, please, so you can help not only me out, but you'll be helping everyone else out in the community that's making money off their ad revenue or trying to make money off their ad revenue. So enough about that. All right, enough. All right, everybody, have a good one. Until next time, peace.